Okay, my friends, it's time for a really quick update. The Sabbath is going to be coming. I can't believe today's Thursday. You see, look at how beautiful. It is gorgeous. So I have landed in Tennessee, trying to catch up with my videos, but you know, life is, it's been busy. Hi. So I'm in Tennessee. I just got done running, so please forgive me. But it's hot and humid today. But I'm in Tennessee, and a lot has happened. I left Florida, and there's a ministry that's starting here that actually was given to Chris. It was a storefront in Waynesboro, and Chris has been working on this storefront, and I've been praying about being part of it. Not, you know, just it's hard to explain. I've got my own ministry with praying with people and the encounters that I have, which haven't quit at all. So, you know, I've always got on, and the Lord is definitely using me in a powerful way. So my gift, you know, my gift is talking. My gift is praying. My gift is encouragement and inspiring. And he uses me on the ground floor. And that's me. That's Starry. But I also felt that I wanted to be committed to more work when it comes to being stationary. I wanted to be involved in a ministry that could reach churches and people in one location instead of just bouncing all over the place, just because of my health. You know, because obviously I have, you know, I got my health that I have to really watch, and I spent a lot of time getting myself back to where I need to get back to, and no more neglecting myself. I'm tired of traveling, and so the Lord afforded me all these places to go to get my health back, and I'm not going to throw that away. I've surrendered my will to Him, and I'm like, I'll go where you want me to go. I'll say what you want me to say, dear Lord. I'll do what you want me to do. And so He landed me here in Tennessee. When I first got here, it was pretty rough, because I actually left Florida when I really shouldn't have, and that's a long story. But you know what? God is very merciful and full of grace. And it was tough when I first got here. And I got some footage of that. But to make a long story short, I'm here in Tennessee. Living-wise, I was staying in a hotel that my friends put up for me. They're in the ministry, and they're funding a lot of this. They're just really great people. They got a great heart, and they take all their resources and they pour it into new ministries for people. It's amazing. These people are just... You know, when you talk about being on fire for the Lord and really using every penny that they have for God, they're doing it. And they're being blessed for it. So they put me up in the hotel, and I can't do the hotel. So I have my old RV, my broken down, falling apart RV in Idaho, and it's been sitting there in the wintertime just being stored. And it was a blessing that it was stored. And I told Chris, because he had no place to live, he was living in the hotel here too. And for him, he's a bachelor. He's like, you know, whatever. But I said, you know what? Why don't we work on getting the RV here to Tennessee, and then you can live in it? Because they offered him a small house here on the property, but it really needs a lot of work. And I mean, a lot of work, and not good for me to live in. Probably not good for him to live in right away. So he's like, yeah, what a gift. I can fix up your RV. I can fix the generator. I can fix the leaks. I can rebuild the front. You know, he doesn't have any health issues, so he really doesn't have to worry so much about, you know, the mold and all that stuff. You know, we can keep that clean with the vinegar water. So he's like, yeah. And so I prayed about it, and praise the Lord. There was a pastor friend of ours. His name is Steve, and he actually agreed to drive he was coming this way anyway. So he says, you know what? I can drive the RV down to Tennessee, because I'm going down there anyway, and I can tow my car. It'll work out for me. Will this work out for you? And I'm like, well, Chris needs a place to stay, and I'll try to rough it out in the hotel. And, you know, the hotel's okay, but God will figure something out. Well, to make a long story short, he got the RV down here. Wow, he had blowouts, and I mean, he just had an awful time. He said Satan was trying to stop it and thwart him. And when the RV got here, it was, I didn't realize it, but it was filled with it was filled with junk. I mean, a lot of Chris's stuff, and it was just packed. Everything was just kind of thrown in the RV. It was just a complete mess. It was leaking. We had the tire blowout. Things were just broken, and I'm like, oh Lord, why did we bring the RV here? And by that time, we had cleaned up his little house, and he was living in it. So I couldn't do the hotel anymore. So I'm like, we're gonna make it work with the RV. And I've been making it work with the RV. So to make a long story short, I'm here in Tennessee. I'm living in the old RV. I got it cleaned out. It's still kind of a very, very, very temporary thing right now, very temporary. But I'm working here on gardens. I'm working here getting things fixed up for this ministry here. We have a storefront that we're working on. It's a storefront ministry. Things are exploding. Today I'm finally going to get a fever bath at somebody's house, finally. But I just wanted to update everybody and see here, this is where I'm staying. Kind of off the grid, on the grid, kind of boondocking it in a way. I have no running water, limited electricity, no flushing toilet. I mean, it's pretty rough because everything here is of being in construction. But God brought me here, and I have a place to lay my head temporarily. I've got other news of how the Lord is blessing me, but I just wanted you to know, as you start seeing the new videos coming up, you'll all be caught up with where I'm at and what's going on in my life.